guys straight out of the category epic nonsense. This is math tutoring of all things. All right, let's see how this goes. I have no idea. All right, part 1. So you turn the fan a bit. Part 1. Multiple choice. Sorry. All right, so 1. Solve the equation x squared equals 5x minus 6 by using the graph given on the right. It's a bit weird. We need to use the graph. So this is x squared equals 5x plus 6. Then you go x squared. We're gonna do this really like minus 5x minus 6 is 0. Then x is minus 6 or x is 1. X plus 1. X minus 6 times plus y is equals 0. So x is then 6 or x is minus 1. Oh, this is plus. Okay? Oh no, I wrote the equation down wrong. Good morning, guys. X squared is 5x minus 6. So x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. Okay, using the thing, it's 2. X is 2 or x is 3. No? It is x minus 2 or x minus 3. If you draw the graph out, because they want you there, you can clearly see it. No? So x is 2 or x is 3. Okay. So the answer is 8. Okay. You can see the answer, so that makes life a bit easier. Which of the following calculations about complex numbers? So first of all, the definition is that I squared equals, no, I equals the square root of minus 1, right? So it has some points, so that I squared is minus 1. Right? And I to the third is minus 1 times the square root of minus 1. So it's minus the square root of minus 1. I to the fourth is, so minus 1 times minus 1, which is 1. All right. Okay, not that it's very relevant for the question, but let's just figure it out now, right? So the first one is -5. Square root of -5 equals 5i. Now I is the square root of -1. So we take -5 equals 5 times the square root of -1, which is not the same. So wrong. Then 2, so this is A. And B. We're just going to do the dumb one. So the square root of -8 times the square root of -2 equals the square root of -8 times -2, which is the square root of 16, which should be equaling 4. Good question. Where's the mistake? There is a burning mistake. And square root of -8 is 2 times I. Hang on. Let's rewrite this with I, right? So this is -1. So this is 8i. Eight times no. This is not 8. One moment. How do you write this? Actually, good question. How does this work? Figure it out. Math student. It's a bit of a pain. Been a little while. And squared is -1. Some pretty seriously complicated stuff. How does this work? It is actually a really good question. This is super basic. So hang on. So you write down like, so the square root of -1 is, okay. So the square root of -2 is, how do you write this down? It's actually a really good question. I already know. This is minus 1 to the power of a half. Minus 2 to the power of a half. Interesting. Very interesting. Where's my mouse? Oh, of course, of course. It's I times minus. I did know that. I was just a bit confused. Okay, so this is I minus 1. And the square root of 8 is 2 like 2 times the square root of 2, what is it? Right? So 2I, this is 2I to the square root of 2 times I to the square root of 2. Now let's figure this out. If you do 2 times square root of 2 and 2 times square root of 2, how does this work again? If you just do the square root of A times the square root of B, you get the square root of 8 B. Now what if you do like something in front of it? Does this make like 6? 6? Let's do it with something we can test, right? So if you have the square root of 2, and you do the square root of 2, then you end up having 2. Okay. So if you do 2 times square root of 2 times 2 times the square root of 2, four times 2, right? Okay. So 2 times 4, yes, so this is like the square root of 8. And this is also the square root of 8, so it's 8. So you multiply them all, right? So you multiply these and you multiply these. So in this case, here, you get 2I squared to the power of 2. And I squared is minus 1. So 2 times minus 1 to the power, times the square root of 2. So in the end, you have minus 2 times the square root of 2, which is not equal to 4. All right. That would be a fantastic job. Now I should be able to do this. I have to warm up myself after years and years of donkey brain. All right, C is 7 plus I minus one more. There's 7 plus I minus 3 minus 5I equals 4 plus 6I. Okay, so this is like 7 plus I times minus 3 plus 5I. And minus, no, I'm talking out of my. Oh, this is much easier, no? So this is 7 plus I minus 3 plus 5I. So this is 7 minus 3, it is. So this is 4 plus 6I, which is the same. Okay, you can see the answer, but it really is the same. Okay, and then there is D for some reason. So we kind of found the answer, but let's do D anyway. D. So what is D? That's a long one. Let's see what they say. So 3 plus 4I squared equals. So actually what I wrote down here in the top is actually still quite relevant. It's good to start with that, you know? Draw it out, blah blah blah, etc. Anyway, so so 3 to the power of 2 plus music. So I have to tutor on Saturday. Today it's Wednesday. There are, I think, 5 pages. So I'll do 1.5 today. Every day we just do a little bit. Okay. Oh, notice. Nine plus. Okay, let's see why this one is incorrect. This is not how it works. Now a plus b squared is a plus b, so it is like, so the rule is, I think, the rule, I mean, so a times b, so this is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, no? So this is 9. The problem comes here, basically, so this is 9. So this is 3 squared plus 4 squared, but it is correct, but like plus 2 times 3 times 4i plus plus 4i squared. So this is 9 plus 24i plus 16i squared. So I squared is minus 1. So this is 9 minus 16 It's 24i. So this is minus 7 plus 24. So this one is also wrong. All right. Then number 3, what's the complex conjugate of 10 plus 6? I have no idea what that means. What's the conjugate? What is the complex conjugate? I'll have to Google it. If you're like, how can you not know? I did this in Dutch back in. You switch your languages over the. Okay, the Dutch. Conjugeren. No one says that. What kind of garbage is this? Conjugeren. No one says that. I've never even heard it. Right, it does mean that, but math. This is the hardest part. I just have to know what they're costing. What is it? The complex conjugate of a complex number. In mathematics, the complex conjugate of a complex number is the number of the equal real part and imaginary part equal magnitude with opposite sign. Okay? That is, if a and b are real numbers, then the complex conjugate of a plus b is a bi, b times I is an a minus b. So the definition, I had no idea. Of a with opposite in sign. So the imaginary part is like opposite in sign. So if a plus bi, then the complex conjugate is a minus b. So in this case, the thing is 10 plus 6i, and therefore the complex conjugate is 10 minus 6i, whatever that is. And the answer, therefore, is B. All right, we learned something. What are the zeros? This is pretty easy stuff. It's not easy. What are the zeros? What's the zeros of the function? How do you call it? Fx is x squared plus 9. So x squared. So if they want the zero. What are the zeros of the function? It's a little bit weird because they don't really ask for it. Actually, I presume it's the 1. So it could be 9. But that's not what they're asking. Or, you know, whatever. So x squared is minus 9. So x is I times the square root of 9. Or minus I times the square root of 9. So x is minus square root of 9 is 3, obviously. It is 3i. Or x is minus 3i. Right? That's how it works. Right? Okay, so that the okay, part 2 is short response, maximum 15 points. I think I'll skip with 1 page. Well, stop with 1. I think if we go like this tomorrow, I will be doing more. It's a warm-up day. So we'll do part 2 and then I'll stop the stream. Declare it a success. You know, we'll all kumbaya and be happy about the greatness of mathematics and stuff. You get the point. No, I need to be ready for this on Saturday, but I don't think it will be a huge. There are some definitions that need to be checked. That's all. This is no rocket science. So 5. For question 3.6, simplify, write your answer in standard form a plus bi. Okay, so that's pretty simple. 3 plus 4i plus minus 6 plus 2i. Oh, this the first one is really simple, of course. This is just minus 3 plus 6i. And then 6 is, these are not multiplication. 7 plus 6i minus, so this is also really easy. Minus, let's just write it out fully, right? Just so I don't make any dumb mistakes, because I'm really good at making dumb mistakes. 7 plus 6i minus 4 plus 3i, basically. Okay, 7 minus 4 is 3 plus 9i. Okay, the next one is a bit more, slightly more complicated. So 7 2 plus 3i 2 minus 3i. Okay, so this is This is actually like a plus b, a minus b squared, right? So this is actually very easy. This is like 4, then minus 9i squared. Now I squared is minus 1. So 4 plus 9, so it's 13. I mean, I don't see the answer, but I'm sure it's like, so 8 is 3 minus 3i and times 1 minus 6i. Okay, so this one we have to do like fully. So this is 4 and then 18 plus 36i and then so this is 哎，等一下，等一下，等一下，你在乱讲话。等一下，oh, hang on, I've not done this for too long. How does this work again? So a times c plus a times d plus b times c plus b times d. Oh, hang on. I'm doing this wrong. So this is just 3. Let's just write it out completely. I minus 18i minus 3i plus 18i squared. Okay, so I squared is minus 1. So this is 3 minus 18i minus 3i minus 18. Okay, now simplified. So this is minus 15 minus 21i, right? Right? I think so, no? All right, so now 9. So I don't know what vertex form is. Let's check it out. Let's start with Google Translate, but I think Google Translate is not exactly helpful. Vertex form is a way to express a quadratic function given by the function plus k, where h and k is the vertex of the problem. This form makes it easy to identify the vertex and notes the parallel object. Is there Wikipedia on this? Quadratic function. Vertex form, what is it? How do you calculate? Once you have the quadratic formula in the basic, okay, so the formula that we have is y y is x squared plus 4x minus 5, and then identify the vertex. So we have to rewrite this as, so normally you have y is ax squared plus bx plus c. And you have to rewrite this as this has to become y is a and then x minus h squared plus c. How do you do that? I don't think I've ever. Plus a, right? Right, so you a plus b, a minus b. I can't figure it out myself. I can also just look. What is a vertex? Completing the square. In factor, I know. So 10 and 9 and 11 are a bit complicated. Okay, so 10 is easy, right? I'll just write it down here. Simplify minus 28, or minus 28. The square root of minus 28. Which is I minus 28, and I, which is I raised 4 plus 11, which is 2I. But I don't really see the I there though. It's a bit weird. Okay, but now the weird one. I've never heard of this thing. A bit weird, but we'll figure it out. Reading the square. I never. Did I learn this one? I probably have. How to complete the square. There is an example here online. X squared plus 6x is consider perfectly fun. Yes, convenience square x cubed square. We want to hang on. So y is ax plus bx plus c. And you want to write this down in some way. So y is e times 4a plus h minus k, right? Anyway, that's not for you. Ah, see that. So they say ax squared plus bx plus c is y. And then you have this is if x, so if x squared is 1, if a is 1 here, x squared then you have x squared plus 2 y, and you got the x squared, and 2ax. And you got the c, and you got the b is 2a, a here is b divided by 2, or b is 2. And then right, right. Fair enough. So this is called completing the square. Alright, so we got this function here. Y is x squared, 4x minus. Identify the vertex. So this is the vertex, no? But this is if, oh, this is when a is 1, so it's easier. So we got y, so and we got like x squared plus 2 so a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So this you divide by 2. So this is y is x, and then plus 2 squared, and then so you get like x squared plus 4x plus 4. So you do minus 4 and then minus 5. And here you do y minus 4. So the y minus 4 is x plus 2 squared minus 9. So y is x plus 2 squared minus 5. So this is the answer. And identify the vertex. So what does that exactly mean? What is the vertex? So it's technically top. It's minus b divided by 2a. Are we doing this? Are we doing this like, yeah, b is 2a. Minus b divided by 2a, no? If you have like y is squared plus 4x minus 5, then the x top, it's called x. That's called the vertex. Oh, let's see. Minus b. Okay. Divided by 2a. 2. So it's minus 2. And then y, so 4 minus 8 is minus 4 minus 5 is 9. Inverted. Is it like this? So first, then identify the vertex. I'm a bit confused. I'm doing something wrong for sure. No, you should not do this. So you have, hang on, I made a mistake. So y is plus 2 squared minus 4 minus 4. Y is x plus 2 squared minus 9. and then you see that it's indeed is minus 2, 9. Oh, so that's also how you can do it. You know that? I mean, of course you can do it like that. Could be easier, huh? Anyway, so that's I get it. Yeah, I got it. So 11 it should be easy now. So complete the square for x squared plus 40x, then vector the trinomial. All right, so this is, so we got x squared plus 40x, right? So this, in order to do this, we have to do x plus 20 squared, and in the end, so you have minus 400. And factor the trinomial. What does that mean? Anyone with good math English? Then factor the trinomial. What does it mean? Regular trinomials. Regular trinomials means writing this present property of two polynomials in next line. Okay. Trinomial is a two-term polynomial. Trinomial is a three-term polynomial. Factoring trinomials is done by splitting algebraic expression into a binomial and getting rid of the trinomial. There's no more about factoring trinomials if remains are wrong. Like, can you just give one example of what? So this you have to factor. How do you do that? How do you do that? So this is x squared plus 40x. Yeah, minus blah 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 minus 400. Oh, 400 is 20 squared. Then so we have x plus 20 minus 20 squared. Now this is of the form a squared minus b squared. So this is so they're both squares. So this is so a minus b squared. So this is so you have a plus b, a minus b, a squared minus b squared. A here is x plus 20, and b here is 20. So x plus 20 minus 20 right? Yeah, this is it. So this is x squared plus 40x plus 400 minus 400, which is x squared plus 40x. So the answer is correct. So the answer in the end is x plus 20 minus 20 squared. All right. Well, that was page 1 of my tutoring. I mean, why not? I think I can tutor. I need to work a bit more diligent through it, but I think Saturday will be doing. Hey, something different for a change, right? All right, that was a math stream of all. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna rest a bit. Cause yeah, that's. But it's, you know, I have a lot of stuff to do. My next stream will probably be, I'm not sure if it's going to be biking or I have to do some, to finish two tests. I have a lot to do. Yeah, I'll be done.